Hey everybody, Spoon here. I did a little shopping yesterday. Wasn't able to put it into make a film or anything, or go through it. I was hustling around trying to get some projects done. I went by Home Depot and Menard yesterday. If you don't have one around your area, Menard's is out here in the Midwest. I don't know exactly where. Michigan, Ohio. I think over in Illinois and Indiana they have it. But when I stopped at Home Depot, I got one of the Ryobi tire inflators because I'm tired of sticking the one in the cigarette lighter and listening to that thing run. This would be nicer. I can carry it around and inflate how I want to instead of just waiting on that little thing, the other one to work. I like it. I like the concept. I don't know how much I like it yet. Haven't used it. But once I do use it, I'll be able to say how much I liked it or didn't like it. I haven't watched anybody else's reviews on it. I just saw it. Thought it looked handy. Figured I'd give it a shot. And I like the idea of the digital readout so I don't overinflate the tires, which I have a habit of doing. I'm pretty bad about it. So that's one of the things I got from Home Depot. And I got these bolt cutters. I have another cheapy pair. They work like crap. So I got these, hoping this Crescent Wisp one will work a lot better. Well, they're handy, especially when I'm cutting steel rope for hanging lights. I do that in some barns occasionally for people. Just doing steel rope makes it a lot easier to hang a fixture than trying to do all thread or trying to put it right into the truss when there isn't enough space usually. So I can run some strut, or I can even run a piece of pipe across in between it, and then in between joists, because the joists are a lot further apart in a pole barn. And then strap the pipe to it and then hang the lights off the pipe. So this is real good this should be good for cutting the steel rope. What else? This will do it for Home Depot. Milwaukee Gloves. Another guy I've worked around, a plumber. He told me that these are good gloves. So I figured I'd get them, give them a try. They weren't all that expensive. I don't remember what they cost, but let's give them a try and see how it works out. Gloves are always something I tear up pretty fast. Now, over at Menard's, for all my hobby work, I got a nail set. Cheap one. Real cheap one. There were some that were a whole lot expensive. A lot more expensive. That Tool Shop brand must be a house brand for Menard's. It's really inexpensive. I got a battery terminal wrench, because I got to pull the battery on my truck and I like to start using the right tools for once. And a terminal cleaner, because I don't have one. I've been using just steel wool or a wire brush, so I figured I'd have to get the right cleaner for it. It might be handy. Start doing things a little more legitimately, a little less ad hoc. Then I got the flare nut wrenches, because if I start doing some other work, I want to make sure I have the right size. But I got them in standard and SAE, and not metric. It may not have been my swiftest move. But if it doesn't work out right there, it'll work out for me somewhere else. Because 7/16 and 9/16 I use a lot on commercial jobs. Then I got these for socket holders to put in the drawers. These are for 1/4 inch. Those pucks. And these pucks are for 3/8. So I'm gonna try those. See how that works for organization. And if it works out well, I might get some more and get some for 1/2 inch, and then some for my impacts and some for my other miscellaneous like torques and everything. And then since I'm doing more woodwork, I got a block plane. I haven't used a block plane since I was in the 8th grade. That was like 1981 or 1980. I can't even remember now. So I haven't used a block plane in a long time. So I figured this one's relatively inexpensive, this Great Neck. It was like half the price of the other, so I purchased it. Don't know how it's going to work, but it would be kind of nice to have something to clean up the edges and maybe not make as much sawdust as I have been doing with palm sanders and stuff. We'll see. It'll be interesting for me to use. And then I'm not big on shopping carts when I go into a store, so at Menards I just picked up one of their buckets, bought it, threw everything in it, and just bought it on the way out. I always use a bucket, and heck, that's how I used to carry tools when I first started out as an apprentice. Throw everything in a bucket and carry it around. Actually, I did that for a long time. It's not such a bad way of being. This bucket seems a little shorter than other 5-gallon buckets. Let's see if I got one around here. It's supposed to be a 5-gallon bucket, but the Menards version is shorter and wider than the Lowe's version. I don't know. That might be handier. That's something I'm not really sure about, because I more likely would use when I'm working. I don't know where I got the wooden handle ones. Probably one of my dad's old ones. I usually get everything I get when I get hammers has a metal, because I break the wooden handles and it just sucks. So actually that wouldn't work too bad. It'd be easier to get at tools and wider. This won't be too bad. I might even turn this into a tool bucket. I don't know if one of those bucket bosses will fit on here or something, because it looks like they're designed for this size, not for this diameter. Yeah, it's something to look into, and if I have to, I'll make my own thing. But that's it for me. Spoon out.